Boom! Alright guys, I'm Mark Shay. I'm back. This is Exploring Music. Today we're talking cover songs. Check it out. I am who I am, why can't you see? This episode of Exploring Music is brought to you by Lag Guitars and Conceptual Creative. Check them out today. Hit the like button and comment and tell me what you think of this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Alrighty, yes, now this is a topic that many of you is like, cover songs. Because so many of you are, I'm an artist. I don't do cover songs. I only play originals. Now, yeah, if it sounds a bit sarcastic and a bit patronizing, that's because it's meant to, because this is absolutely insane the way some artists' mindset is. Now, okay, if you're Michael Jackson or you're some major recording artist like Keith Urban or whatever, you know, you can take that attitude. But Keith Urban's a bad example because he plays tons of cover songs, believe it or not. But you know, this whole attitude, especially with up and comers, is like, I'm an artist. I only play my own songs. I don't do covers. It's like, get your head out of your beep. But anyway, you know, this is a pet peeve of mine in a way, because it just boggles the mind how silly some of these people are being. You know, and let me explain, because this is an important topic. Now, the last time I was talking about knowing, being flexible. Now, sometimes you got to be flexible, and I started talking about cover songs and how in the old days, you know, a band would come up and they would just be covers, and then they would train their audience, and you know, then each show, like, they might add an original song, and then the next show they might add another original song, and as the fans that kept coming back enjoying what they do, they were getting familiar with their original songs until, you know, if you were really good and you had a dedicated fan base, by the time, you know, soon enough, next thing you know, you're just playing original songs and everybody knows the words because they know the songs and you've trained them. Now, this is where this attitude of, nobody knows who I am, I'm just coming out, and everyone's gonna love me, and people get a rude shock. Okay, now let's talk about original songs, right? Yes, they are original to you, and they are to everybody else. That was a bad example, but what I'm getting at is they're your songs. Nobody knows them like you. You know them so well and you think they're so great because you hear them every day. You're practicing them every day. You know, you have just absorbed the song. You are the song, right? It's an original song. But the minute you walk out the door, no one else knows about it. No one else knows the song, right? Now, that's fine, but it's your job to get people familiar with the song. Okay, now, here's an important thing when it comes to this, because I want you to do, this is homework for you, okay? This is especially for all those artists out there that go, I don't play covers. I'm the artist. You're gonna listen to the song and enjoy it and not talk during my show and not leave or not get a drink or not do anything. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna listen to my stuff and you're gonna love me. You know, this sort of crap, right? This is a homework test for all those artists out there that are like that. I want you to go to the record store or, you know, download an album, a full album, right? Whether you buy it or download it or whatever, you're going to get an album that you have never ever heard before at all, right? The songs are completely original to you, you know, and unknown to you. Now I want you to put that album on, and I want you to sit there and I want you to listen to every single song and listen to every single word of that song and appreciate that song throughout the entire album. You're gonna do this for every song without a break for the entire album. Now, when I say that, you are not allowed to think about the housework. You're not allowed to think about, well, what's on TV? Or you're not allowed to think, how long's this song got to go? You're not allowed to think about, oh man, that's cool, I should be doing something like that. You're not allowed to think about anything else except appreciating that song and just thinking about that song and enjoying it, right? And see how many songs you get into before your mind wanders, right? Now, the reason why this is important and the reason why I say this is homework is because that is what you are expecting your audience to do when you go out and you say, I'm an original artist. You're going to sit there, you're going to listen to every single song and pay attention to me. Because you're going to realize how hard it is. Like I said, if you think about, oh, what was on TV tomorrow? Boom, you fail, right? And this is the importance of covers, right? Because covers are songs that people know, or hopefully know, because sometimes, you'll go to play a cover and, nobody knows the cover because you're just a fan of that band, nobody else is. But this is the importance of covers that most people would know, right? Because it's a mental break. Just relax people's minds. Because I found that the average concentration of people, of your audience, that are listening to songs that they've never ever heard before is 2, maybe 3 songs. 3 songs in a row, you're lucky, right? 2 songs in a row, that's about the limit before they start to veer off and talk to their friends or whatever. Now, this is where I'm talking about the album thing. You got to give them a break in there, right? You play 2 songs and you let them concentrate, but then you throw in a cover song, and then all of a sudden it's like they don't have to concentrate. They can just enjoy the music. I know the song, and they can sing along and la 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 la, and it's great. And then you come back with another original. So like I said, if you're doing a showcase song and there's people there, showcase performance, and there's people there just wanting to hear stuff, even if, you could, the whole thing is set up for you to play all originals, right? If you're doing a set, at least throw in 1 cover and you'll notice a difference in your audience. Because they're not constantly trying to focus. Now sure, there are shows where people go there just to hear original music and the whole night is just original music and they're into it and all that. But that's not the majority of people, right? And even people with the best intentions, they will drift. Because it's so hard. And like I said, do the album test and then come back and comment and tell me if you got through it without thinking about anything else but the band and their songs, right? Because this is something that people have to get in their heads. Covers are not a bad thing, right? And there's some shows that I still do today where I might only play 3 to 5 original songs all night, depending on the crowd. Then I guarantee the next time I come back, I'll put in a couple more. Because you got to train your crowd. Like I said in the last video, you have to train your crowd. And the next thing you know, you're doing mostly originals. And everybody's loving it and they're singing along because they know it. You got to give them a chance to learn it and to know it and let it become as comfortable as any sort of cover like Sweet Home Alabama or Prince's Purple Rain or anything like that. You give them a chance to learn it so that your original songs are covers to them. There's no difference between a cover and original. That's your goal. Because then you can mostly do originals. And sometimes, there'll be shows where you just do your original songs. But they're not a bad thing. And, if you're still but I'm an artist, I don't want to be doing other people's music. Make the cover your own. Half of the hits that you hear artists singing in the charts, they're not written by the artist. Hello? You know, some of the biggest songs that have ever been were not written by the artists performing them. Probably most of the songs that ever been, you know, the really, really big songs. You know, so you make the song yours. You know, you think of a band that has a songwriter. Do you think, oh, that's so-and-so the songwriter's song? No, you hear the artist and you say, you know, even if somebody covers that song, you go, oh, that's so-and-so's song. The person who performed it and made it a hit. So you make the covers your own. This is what's important. And you've got to work out a balance in your show. So it totally depends on the mood that you're doing and what type of show you're doing. You know, if it's one where you're expected to do all originals, which I've done plenty of those. You know, there's even times where I've thrown in a cover in those. But here's the big thing, is if you make the covers your own and do them your way, then you kind of blur that line, and you're trying to take the audience to say, look, you're familiar with the song, but this is my version. It's like, a lot of people know my version of Walking in Memphis. Now, it's a song that I always wanted to learn, and you know, I heard it, you know, I was like, I'll get back to it. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna learn this song. So I stopped what I was doing, I picked up my guitar, and I learned how to play the song, Walking in Memphis. Now, what happened with that was I play a lot of shows with just me and a guitar. And so I wanted to work out a way of how to do that and give it a full sound with just me and one guitar, and where I'm happy with it. And to do that, I had to put on my songwriter's hat, you know, and I actually kind of tweaked a lot of it and actually made it out as I was writing a song, but the chord structure was there for me. You know, the cover is the chord structure and the words. But what I did with it, I've twisted it and made it my own song. And to the point where people like my version and they've become fans of my version of it. And that's what you want to do with covers. You know, make the cover your song. It's no longer so-and-so song, it's your song. But covers aren't a bad thing, and this is what's important. So don't be scared to grab a little bit, you know, out of your set and replace it with a cover. Because you'll relax your audience in that time, give them a chance just to have fun, mentally relax, and then when you bring out another original, they'll pay more attention, I guarantee it. Okay, so don't be scared of covers, get them in your set, and keep rocking. Yeah guys, if you like this video, then please click like. Please click like. No. But yeah, if you like the video, click like. It helps me. It helps me to build this channel. And another way to help build this channel is click subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's what really helps me. So click subscribe. Even if you got nothing better to do, just click subscribe anyway. I'll just be in the back of your subscriptions. But hit the notification bell if you like what I'm doing and want to see more videos without having to search for them. Because you click the notification bell, then when I release the next video, it's going to say, hello, Mark Shay's released another video, come check it out. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm Mark Shay, this is Exploring Music. See ya! Thank you to Lag Guitars and Conceptual Creative. You guys are unreal.
She's a crazy little country girl with a flower in her hair. She likes to wiggle those hips, oh yeah. Crazy little country girl with the sweetest little smile behind those ruby red.